Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Let's meet the offense. Greg Robinson. Very, very talented.
What a man to set your offensive line with. Greg Robinson can do it all. Tremendous athleticism, great strength, just coming into his own.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Mayfield off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Quickly now, here's a look at the Green Bay offense.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the 2nd straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Time to look at the defensive starters for Cleveland. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. 2 different things. They combine them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
53, check 53.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. A give running right is Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. To throw, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
An opening for Chubb on 1st down as he dashes forward for about 7. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21.
Hey, you got 3 down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
53, Mike.
We're scoreless after 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Johnson, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mayfield's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Mayfield's pass, intended for Odell Beckham.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. A 10-play drive that time. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Packers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Jones, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Here's Rodgers. And he will find the open man as Jamon Moore. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
Defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. and they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
We got this.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. On first down, it's Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return, Harris. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing, Mayfield. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it.
Baby! Get him, boys! Get him, boys! Hey, man, 180! Watch the screen, watch the screen! Watch the screen!
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Mike, let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the 2nd half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
He's going to fire one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On second down now. It's Johnson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. Mayfield, and that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Now Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner. Yeah,
the timing, everything well executed. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
They get that one on the left tackle, Russell Okung. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Rodgers now to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. On second down and 4, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That's where you belong.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
.47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Mayfield now on second down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They set up the screen to Chubb. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot, now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That one on Brian Bulaga. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Again, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. To the tight end and complete. It's Sternberger over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. you're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Here's Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
13 yards, first down, Packers. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
22 yards there, a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Chubb on the counter. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered on the first step in their comeback attempt.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
A gain of 3, second down. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jay Sternberger, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Marr on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Rodgers now to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jones. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns' 30-yard line.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Green Bay, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.